by me. I saved their lives. Second. Shift, baby, shift! Third! No, I didn't do it. Me yelling at it. So we tighten that a little bit. In the famous word of Brett Favre, I'm not a role model, kids. I'm a jeans model. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Let me know in the comments what I'm missing. Alright, howdy, welcome back to the Addicted Motors YouTube channel. My name is Troy and we're at the Sports Car Workshop to do a little bit of Sunday inventory cleanup. And let's just start with the first moment or matter of business. Well, again, not what this video is going to be about, but my Jag, which I've been driving around, my 2003 Jaguar XJR is officially for sale. I've got too many cars. This is my dream car, but I do need to sell it. I've probably put more money into this car than it should ever receive, but it's wonderful. It's a gorgeous color, which, well, what's left of the paint, it's definitely gotten a little bit worse, but that doesn't bother me. It's not really, I like the idea of the beater Jag XJR. But the interior is in good condition. Again, it runs and drives great. I've spent a lot of money on the mechanicals of this thing, getting it up to snuff and getting it, reasonable and dailyable, and I've been doing it for 3 years. So it's only got 116,000 miles, a low mileage car. So if you're interested, shoot me an email, addicted.motors.us@gmail.com. But lovely interior, at least. And there's all my junk. But the Jag's not why I'm here, because I have a jump box in my hand and I'm walking around back. But before that, let's give a quick state of the union for some of these other trucks that are sitting here. Let's start off with our 5-liter 2011 or 10 L322, non-supercharged, kind of green, not really green, but nice interior with the messed up either transmission or front suspension. We don't know. It's really low. We haven't been able to get time to put it up on a lift and check it out. So that is going to be TBD for right now. That's Shirley's old, again, Tonga green, 05 L322. Needs a little bit of paint work and whatnot. It's got 200,000 miles, but it's actually mechanically pretty good. It's got decent tires. It needs a little bit of a refresh, but and we have new headlights for it, but that is here. It will be for sale. Both these trucks may be for sale, depending on how things go. Walking a little farther back, now this is a truck that I haven't done on the channel yet, and I should, at least for his benefit or your benefit. This truck's for sale. This is Jesse's, I believe it's a 92 short wheelbase, green, classic, and it's in pretty good condition. Obviously it has a little bit of rust in the normal spots, but I believe this is 150 or 160,000 miles. And yeah, let's do a quick little walk around. I should take this truck home, honestly, and do a video on it. I might do that today, but it's in honest condition. He wants around 8,000 for it, but he's open to offers. It's a good looking truck. What are the major faults? Oh yeah, rust in the rear cross member, but it's not a very rusty truck. Floorboards need a little bit of attention, but it's got good tires. It's mechanically very solid. I mean, it runs and drives great. I'll do a video on this, I think. Maybe I'll take this home and give you guys more of a walk around on it, because I've driven it and it's pretty good. So if you're looking for a classic in the Northeast, let me know. That's a good looking car. I shouldn't sell that. If it doesn't sell, I don't really care. So what else do we have? Oh, use the jump box. We've got this 2011 Escape right there. It's like a 2-owner truck. It's got 116,000 miles on it. It's in pretty good condition, just inspected, got good tires, blah, blah, blah. I think we went like 6,500. Make me an offer, let me know. I've got 2 keys for it. It's a pretty good truck if you want daily cheap transportation, you know. And here we have the $1,000 Disco. It's been hanging out here for a little while now. And yeah, let's just go ahead and give it a cold start. Let's see if this thing chooches over. I haven't driven it or started it in a long time. Well, at least 3 weeks. Woo, she's alive and happy. Shoo. Fires right up. No oil light or anything. Oh man, I like this truck a lot. Even these tires, though, the KM2s, they're a little bit dry rotted, but they look great. I mean, they're almost brand new. It's like the guy put them on and just let the truck sit. So we'll let this warm up for a little bit and do its thing. But while I'm here, so I need to get rid of these trucks. That's why I'm here. We need to move on these. It's been 2 years, and due to extenuating circumstances, I just haven't had the time to work on them. And since then, they've done not really nothing but depreciate. So this one right here, which is not the one I'll be messing with today, this is our 2006 supercharged L322. It's silver. It's one of those trucks I did a bunch of work to, and then it just kind of sat. So it needs an alternator. It needs a battery probably at this point, and a few other things. But overall, it's not a bad truck. We're working on a couple issues like the seat motor and whatnot. But you know, it's not incredibly rusty. There's a little spot on the other side, but this truck needs to go. It will be for sale soon, but it's not the highest on the list. I can't do anything about it at this time. So this 2005 or 6 LR3 and this 2005 or 6 LR3, they're also both for sale. They're both posted on Craigslist. I'm asking $4,500 for the two of them. This one has a bad head gasket. This one has a good engine, but it has a lot of water intrusion. So the drivetrain and whatnot seems to be solid. But between the two of them, you can make one good truck if you're interested. Let's see if this, yeah, this one has some, I believe it has some, little bit of water intrusion or something. It's a little moist and damp in there, so we're gonna let that, oh, well, yeah, well, that's not, I've seen worse. But, you know, these things just pile up, you know, there's not enough time in the world to work on everything. We've got another black one owner L322 over there. I have to play with that one. I haven't messed with it for a while. I wonder if it starts. A lot of these, some people have borrowed some parts off them, so they're not always cut and dry on what is able to start and whatnot. So actually my disco, right? So found out the other day that all the rear shocks, well, both rear shocks are blown as well. I've just been driving around on sloppy limp noodle shocks. So I found some old man Emu replacements. Now I've got heavy duty springs all around, so you know they kind of compensate for the lack of absorption that I was having. And so I fitted those last night. So we might take this for a spin and see if it feels any different. So I also ordered 2 more for the front. Just haven't got around to replacing them yet. There was a shortage of OMME stuff, so it was kind of hard to find any inventory in the country. But finally, they're back in stock. And there they is. Big old chunky boys. So, yeah, hopefully that'll make this thing ride a little less terribly than it did before. But this is the one that I want to play with now. This is an 05 or 06 LR3. It's got 170,000 miles. It's on coils. We bought it a while back. Again, it sat, never got around to messing with any of the issues. The biggest thing that I've been fighting for the last year or so is that the e-brake was stuck on, and I just didn't have time to mess around and figure out what it was. So what I did the other day, the e-brake actuates, you can hear it move around, but I think what happened is the shoe inside of the disc was rusted and fused to the outside of the disc. So to pull the wheel off, pound the disc off, and then readjust the e-brake back there so I can at least there it is. Move and kind of drive it. That was the problem. I couldn't even get it out of its parking spot to even do some diag. And then when I found out after I did that, it has a transmission issue. It wasn't shifting really above second gear. So last night I put up on the lift, running up the temperature, open up the transmission check hole, and yeah, nothing really poured out. So I added 2 quarts to the transmission to see if that would do anything, and I didn't really have time to drive much after that. So let's take it for a spin now and see if I have any more forward gears. It is blinking low on the dash. I'm guessing there's a transfer case fault or something like that. I'm sure there's something electronic down there that's not happy. It could be preventing the shifting solenoid from working. Who knows? But I want to start with something I could do easily and just add some fluid and see if that helped the issue. As you can tell, this has an awesome striped paint job, but that's not what, that could be why I was getting some, battery warning lights, but let's do the thing and make it So we tighten that a little bit. The famous word of Brett Favre, I'm not a roll model, kids. I'm a jeans model. So this should start. It always starts, but the alternator puts out 14.4 volts. But you know, these things don't like low voltage. And that could be a part of the issue. I also have a lot more lights on the dash than I did before. I wonder if that's my fault. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Let me know in the comments. I think we got the whole gamut. Also, there's a brake pad wear sensor I didn't hook up. That shouldn't matter. That shouldn't do all that. All right, so we'll do this one first. I just want to feel if those shocks feel better on the back. Maybe the front ones are shot too. I don't know. It's tough to tell. They are, you know, probably very original. Yeah, that's a good guy. Your little shock test there, buddy. Nah, the original OMEs, they're 20 years old. But let's drive this now and try not to die. See if it shifts above second gear. All right, I didn't bring my camera mount, so we'll see if this works. So I'm in drive. It shifts right into gear. Can I close the hood? Oh man. All right, let's take off and drive. I'm just in normal drive mode, not manual or anything like that. And we're gonna take off slowly and see if this thing wants to shift. Get out. Okay. So first, oh, that didn't sound good. Second. Still in second. Not happy about it. Really not happy about it. Let me show you what the speedometer's doing. So the fact that every light is on is newer from yesterday. We're on our sanctioned test course. Second. 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 No. Well, was that third? I can't. That's the thing. I just can't tell. I'm trying to drive normally. Oh, downshift. Man, this has to be like a solenoid issue. Like it starts off fine. Hear that pulley whine in the background too? You know, this thing would probably just make a really good city car because, you know, you don't need all the gears. Because if you use all the gears, you could speed. But in second gear, around 35, 40 miles an hour, that's a very reasonable speed to commute around the city. So, all right, so we're still in second. We're stuck in second. Stuck in second. This guy's trying to die. Oh, you're just really trying to die. They almost died. They're trying to get hit by me. I saved their lives. Second. Shift, baby, shift! Third! No, I didn't do it. Me yelling. I can command shift it. All right, so I command shifted to third and fourth. So now it's in third. But I had to yell at it and smack the thing around, so that's probably not the way to do it. All right, let's get a little bit of a run up under just normal driving. So second, third, fourth, third. It's acting like it's trying to shift. It's also trying to drive. Yeah, it's not happy. This thing's not doing great. So this thing's not happy. I didn't fix it with my, let me add a couple things of transition fluid. I like to plug into a diag, you know, a computer and see if I should read the fault codes. Just don't have time to do that today. That'll be for another night. But, you know, it starts and moves around, so that's a good thing. Hell of a pulley whine, though. It's pretty loud. Oh, and cold AC. So if you're interested in this truck, let me know. It's going to be for sale pretty cheap. So we're just going to let that one slide for now. Let's go check out the D1. The D1, right? I need to get this truck ready for wintergreen and a couple other things. Oh, look. All right, I'm getting a little bit. This thing's been idling, though, for maybe 5 minutes, and that's all the heat that's got into it. I'm starting to think that my thermostat is stuck open. Not the end of the world. I've got a 180-degree thermostat right there to put into it, but, you know, I don't mind a little stuck open action in the summer. Keeps you cool, but it's probably less ideal in the winter, so I'm going to take it for a spin and see, you know, how these rear shocks feel and if I notice any difference by having no rear shocks to having rear shocks. And again, guys, not riveting content here, but this is what it's kind of like to just have a bunch of cars and do this kind of thing. You have to take time out of your day to touch and poke, and probably touch and poke things you probably shouldn't touch and poke your cars and the other cars that you're associated with often, or they end up like that one and then they don't get any type of usage. So, you know, it's not super glamorous, but it's kind of what you have to do. All right, so it definitely feels a little more sturdy. It's probably a little bit of a break-in period, but really not that much difference. That's the thing about these HD coils is, man, I was riding around for over a year, drove to New York and back with probably a couple blown rear shocks, and besides some jingle jangles from the back, didn't really notice it. So it probably just offsets the fact that I need front ones, which I have, just haven't put them in yet. So that'll be a problem for another day. But the bigger issue is going to be that I probably need to go ahead and put a thermostat in it. What are you doing? I mean, it's not like there's any CDs in there. Oh, still got it all, the warning. So if you have any idea or have any insight, I haven't done a whole lot of research yet. I haven't gone full, you know, into figuring out what this issue is, because I just don't, you know, it doesn't benefit me one or the other to completely resolve it. Let me know. This isn't the first time I've had the dash light illumination due to dead battery or bad battery issues, but the blinking low and everything, unless it's just a bad conversion from coils or something, connectors or something, solenoid, I don't know. There's too many things. Let me know in the comments. And we're gonna shove this thing back where it belongs, in the back of the lot. That's the other thing. Now, I don't know if any of you use these modern battery chargers, but if a battery is old, man, I used to be able to bring them back with an old nuclear battery charger, just grandpa's old zzz, just humming away, putting it at 15 amps or something. I could nuke it back to life. These, you kind of have to trick. You can kind of trick it with a battery jump box, and then you put it on charge or recondition, and then it thinks about it. Then you think you're good, and you come back an hour later and it says battery failure. So I don't love these. I'm sure they're great for non-worn down batteries, but that's really all we deal with all these old cars. So it's all the same. They should try to make one that's called nuke your battery into orbit. I think that would help my use case. So there you have it, an afternoon in the life of a car guy that doesn't have cars that run very well or good. You know, I didn't make anything worse. I think that's a big win in my book. When you don't make it worse, it's usually a win, because usually I do make it worse, and it becomes more of a problem. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell, do that fun YouTube stuff. Check me out on Instagram. I have different type of content as far as updates and posts and whatnot than YouTube. So much appreciated, everyone that's watching and commenting on these videos, and we will catch you on the next one. Thank you so much.